actually was able to hold his own against the Goo. Gumbo actually one of the also top players as well. I believe Scarby.
I've heard of them.
Really?
Is it Scarfy or Scarby?
Scarby.
Scarfy? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, very young kid. I think he's 15. Does really well with Ness. Like Ness and Lucas, but I mean there's a difference. Just whatever.
Yeah.
So let's see. So I don't like Sonic. Just want to put that out there.
Solidarity.
Perfect. We're on the same page. And you have two fast players against Ike.
No, I think this works out though, just because like I mean, I'm gonna ignore like Young Link for just a little bit, but like with Sonic has the speed and the ability to whiff punish on like a lot of these larger, slower characters. But the fact of the matter is that he still has to get past a character like Ike's threat zone.
Oh yeah.
And like when you have a lot more going on too, where you have to worry about like, you know, what Squirtle, Ivysaur, or Charizard are doing, that's like a lot of different ways you have to switch up your momentum.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, while historically you may have some advantages against these characters, their disadvantages in a matchup aren't going to be capitalized as much just because of the nature of how doubles plays.
Oh yeah. I think especially with them paying attention to so many things as well. Because Kingkhoung doing really well with the Ike, able to actually, and like you said earlier, was able to get Sonic to just punish Sonic, carrying Sonic of all players in the air too, because he was able to read some of these movements. He did miss a few parts, but TonyZTank wasn't able to like fully punish Ike for what it was worth. So Kingkhoung landing right in front of the stage, but Gumbo able to punish Young Link before Kingkhoung could actually get anything going. Oh, sorry, Skittles can get anything going.
I've been noticing from TonyZTank too, he's been playing like Sonic just like perfectly in doubles. Because if your character is usually, you know, control the speed of the match, you can't do that in doubles. Sonic can't make people move on his terms here because there's just so much going on. So what he's been doing is he's been playing very, very passively and just kind of capitalizing on when they're off stage, when they're in disadvantage, when his teammate is starting to like, you know, get them in combos or put them up in the air. And like that's how you need to play, because Sonic is going to be able to be put in the right spot in the right moment almost any time. He's the fastest character in the game.
Oh yeah.
So like if that's what your plan is in doubles, it's going to work out for you. And I've been seeing him catching so much like whiff punishes and stuff that way, and it's just been perfect. Let Young Link take the wheel, and you just make sure y'all don't go overboard.
And I think what's really cool is that Young Link, just like any other Link, can actually like either use Sword and then space with end zone with like projectiles. So actually covering up too with Sonic makes it a really good team. Because Sonic just using all these like tricks and tactics to make sure he can get through shields, but Gumbo with a small Skittle-sized shield. I forgot that we have a Skittles player. Down there sending Ike off stage, but unfortunately Gumbo is going to be sent across the stage to the blast zone.
That was good patience too on TonyZTank's part, because Gumbo couldn't really do much. His shield was getting low, he had to get out of there somehow.
Yeah, and I think, I believe, maybe it was a shield poke, I'm not entirely sure.
No, he eventually jumped out.
He jumped out, okay.
Yeah, I think it would have shield poked. His shield was so low, and he didn't want to take, you know, the fully charge.
Yeah, we saw a shield break earlier. It was not a
nice
good time.
conversion right there.
Nice.
I want to see more from Gumbo's Charizard, because last stock he like tanked it super, super hard and was able to get so many great conversions. So it's always been really interesting to me. I don't know how I feel about Ivysaur, and oh my gosh.
Ivysaur being that right weight class to be able to get juggled just like that. And you can see it with characters like Falcon, even Sonic and Fox. Once you get sent off the, once you get juggled as Ivysaur, it's going to be really hard to get out. So Sonic taking advantage of Ivysaur's perfect weight was able to send him off stage. Kingkhoung by himself, 2v1, but Ike may actually have a chance here. I wouldn't count Kingkhoung out just yet.
Yeah, I feel weird about the Ivysaur pick and dubs too. Because out of all of the Pokemon trainer like characters, like what does everybody know about Sonic or like Squirtle? When they're like, Squirtle's annoying, it's because he's tiny.
Yeah.
He's so hard to hit. So it's like he can kind of play the same game that Sonic can play, where he just kind of goes in, pokes when he needs to, and like Charizard of course can kill. Like that's in Tank forever. But like Ivysaur is a character that relies on spacing things out.
Yeah.
You know, slowing down the match with Razor Leaf. They don't have that.
No.
So what I noticed is every time Ivysaur came out, percentage just rose. until they were ready to be killed.
They were just basically the punching bag at that point,
Yeah.
you know. And with Sonic's speed, and then young Link just like throwing out all the projectile options, like just clashing with the Razor Leaf when he could. It just turns into the point where like, what are you gonna do when they get that close? Like, you're gonna have to start changing, and you're gonna start adjusting. Gumbo, again, really good player, but I think, and you're right, I believe that maybe the Charizard would have worked out better just because of the tanking, and then being able to just like work along with alongside Ike on that end. So, but I don't know if a change of stage would work out.
A change of stage might work. I think what they need to do is focus on what can stop Young Link from carrying this train. Because the entire time, Skittles was really being in control of everything. Like, he was keeping everyone from, like, you know, capturing momentum, carrying their combos through. We didn't see a whole lot of team combos on, you know, like Charizard and Ike's team.
Yeah.
And both of those characters, you know, like Squirtle and Ivysaur, they can hit, you know, people into Ike. They can choose where their trajectory goes really well, but like, you know, you gotta be able to stop that Young Link. And so I think they need to focus a little bit more on that, because like, Sonic's really not gonna kill you until he catches you like totally slipping up in a terrible position. So let him build percentage if he has to. Take care of that Young Link, because look what he's doing right now.
And yeah, you can definitely see right here, Young Link just controlling this the Squirtle. Sonic is going back to that 1v1 situation where he's actually controlling the pace of that fight between Kingkhoung. And Kingkhoung, you can see him like whipping, trying to read some of the Sonic's attacks, but like right there, see?
Yeah.
He's trying to see if he can catch it, but Sonic being so good at being tricky like that, it's going to be so hard unless he actually gets like 2v1 situations.
And I was watching Gumbo right now trying to handle Skittles, and when he was going Squirtle, he was doing a really good job just kind of trading, but also keeping him away from his teammate, making it a 1v1. But it doesn't look like Kingkhoung was able to like, you know, really do much with that, because like you mentioned like the charge thing, it's like when you're Ike and Sonic, you need to have that space and you need to be able to like keep him threatened. Like right there,
yep, right
that
here.
was perfect.
The shield pressure gave Gumbo enough time to just go in, up air, send Sonic, even though it was such a high blast zone, that's enough damage by Gumbo to just make sure he can get that kill. But unfortunately, Gumbo, not being able to survive that long, gets forward smashed off the stage.
Yeah, good switch back to Squirtle. I just want to see more of this, because Squirtle was working so well against Young Link too, like right there.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I like how Gumbo doesn't even mind. He's off stage. It's time to turn it into 2v1 situation. That's such good awareness on them.
yeah, and Gumbo is carrying momentum really hard right there, comboing the hell out of Tony. Like, I really like this Squirtle so far.
I think Kingkhoung is starting to get the idea of like how Sonic's going to do some of these attacks, but still getting blasted off the stage here.
He needs to figure out what to do against Sonic, because he won't be able to get anything started if he's got Young Link harassing him too. Those projectiles are going to keep him from creating that space, you know?
I think switching up here, Gumbo actually taking
both.
Unfortunately, sacrificing his teammate's stock, but I mean, this can happen. Ike is still a heavy boy anyway, but again, Sonic and Young Link may, like right here.
Started.
Oh, and the out of shield up special.
He's misspacing those nairs and stuff. I feel like he's getting just a little too antsy. Like, oh my gosh.
Almost brought it down. Oh, I got scared too. It was really.
Like, yeah, that was.
I was gonna two-frame that and just everything.
All right, switch to Ivysaur. Noticing that Sonic's at a higher percent, but I don't know. I'm still a little worried.
Yeah, right here, because like getting shield pressure already. All right, and then TonyZTank being able to go over. Oh, and the nice air dodge, but Gumbo again.
Not really worth it, I don't think.
No, especially with still down by one stock. Gumbo on his last stock here. He's gonna. I think this is the part where you want to switch to Charizard at least. Give yourself a little bit of momentum, but it makes you one-dimensional.
And Gumbo's still alive right now, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, it's over right there, unless I could do something, but it looks like he's just getting juggled out, not able to get out.
They were both trying to go for something cheesy there.
Yeah, no, and that is like this weird wall of pain when you have two quick characters, and yeah, Ike has the nair and the forward air, but it's like you have these two fast characters who are arguably, well, Young